Alright you guys, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're having a great day. Now today is a very sad day because today we are saying goodbye to the Passat. Now, if you don't know the backstory of the Passat, I'll tell you very quickly, but there is a full playlist on my channel of the Passat from when I first bought it, to all the things we've done to it, to all the problems I've had with it. And yeah, you can go and watch those videos if you want to, but I'm going to be explaining very quickly the backstory of this car and why it's so special and why it's so sad that it's going, even though it's just the Passat. It's an economy car, essentially. Now, my first ever car was a 2012 Volkswagen Passat, and I loved that car. That was kind of the car that got me into cars. Or I was already into cars before I got it, but it was my first car, so it was very special. I wanted to buy another one, and I ended up buying this one. This is a 2014 Volkswagen Passat TDI SEL Premium. Mouthful, but yeah. Top trim diesel Passat for the year 2014. It is super nice. I absolutely love this car, but it had a bunch of problems. I first bought it, and the CP4 pump decided to blow up, and that is like $4,000 or $5,000 to get that fixed. I ended up fixing that, and then the cylinder head for the bolt for the injector on the cylinder head ended up stripping out, and it needed a new cylinder head. And I didn't have the money for all that, and when I was doing that, I was going to do like the turbo and the timing and a bunch of other things that needed to be done anyways, and the car has just been sitting. And since the car broke about 8 months ago, I have not made a single payment on this car. Very stupid idea. Don't do that. I know I'm probably going to be flamed in the comments for this, but yeah, I haven't made a payment on this car in like 9 months, and I've just been ignoring the bank. And they're not trying to repo it, but I've come to the terms that this car is better off being given back to the bank, settling it for however much money. I'm going to try and see if I can get it auctioned and then pay just a lump sum, because I don't want to be paying this car off for years, like 3 years, because I still owe 13 grand on this car. Because of interest, because I'm stupid, and I'm a stupid 20-year-old, and I didn't understand interest rates, and I jumped into this without really doing any research about it or anything. So yeah, stupid 20-year-old. And yeah, if this car doesn't work right now, currently, it has no cylinder head, it doesn't run, so max this thing is going to sell for at auction is probably like 2 grand, and then I'd have to be paying $11,000 still on a car that I don't even own. So I'm going to see if I can just pay a smaller lump sum. I've been talking to the bank and everything. Obviously, I'll tell you guys all that information when it comes up. But I'm here today because I have a bunch of stuff in the car that I need to take out. And I'm going to be taking all this stuff with me. I'm obviously going to be leaving all the parts to fix the car, because it's probably not going to add any value, but what do I need the parts for? But yeah, it's super sad day. And honestly, I want to get rid of it and try to get back in one as soon as possible and actually have one that works and drives, because this car has been sitting for 8 months, I think now. And I've owned the car for 9, so it's been sitting longer than I've even owned the fucking car. So it's just a better decision to get rid of it. So we're going to be taking all this stuff out and bringing it to my shop probably, and leaving all this stuff there. But I just cleared the car off. Let me show you what the car is looking like. Yeah, that's snow. Look how much fucking snow. I just cleared the car off because it is covered in snow, as you can see. The one sad thing about this is I do have coilovers on this, and I'm not going to be able to take them off because I don't have the stock springs and chucks and everything. So they're going to get some free $700. I think I forget what brand they even are. It's been so long since I put them on. Primo, maybe? Raceline. They're Racelines. So yeah, free coilovers. But I am going to be taking these headlights off because these are like $750 VLAND headlights, and I'm going to be taking those ones off and putting the stock ones back on, or honestly probably not even putting the stock ones back on. I'm just going to put them in the passenger seat. But I do want to take those because I do eventually want to buy another Passat and actually build the Passat into what I wanted to, because I had such big plans for this. if you want to see what it looks like right now. No cylinder head. Yeah, a whole bunch of mess. So, like I said, this thing is probably only going to sell max at auction for $2,000 because there's like no rust on this car. The body's super clean, so you could throw a new engine in this thing and still sell it for like $10,000. So yeah, that's like the only thing that I'm banking on, is that it's a very clean car besides the mechanical problems. My Blackheart Racing decal, so sad because I wanted to jumpstart my brand with this car, Blackheart Racing. So we're definitely going to be getting another black TDI Passat eventually. I want to get this one fully paid off first and out of here and figured out. And also I want to get Penny back on the road before we start doing anything else with another car. I've learned that once I get a car and it breaks and I buy another car, then the car that's broken ends up staying broken. It happened with my first Passat. I ended up buying my first XJ, Beep. And then Beep ended up breaking and I got this car. And I ended up selling Beep. Or I ended up scrapping Beep. And then this car broke, so I bought my current XJ, which is Penny. And now this car is getting rid of. So it's a vicious cycle that I'm really trying to break. So we're going to finish the Penny build first and then get back into one of these. Because these things actually are pretty expensive. For a nice one, they're like $7-8 grand. And I definitely would fully pay it off. I would not be trying to make payments on another car like this again, because obviously Tyler cannot be trusted with car payments. So yeah, let me take all this stuff out. We need to put it in the truck and then get out of here for right now. Another thing is we have to plan how we're gonna get it out of here because there's so much snow, and obviously they're gonna have to tow it out of here. So that's something that I need to talk about with the bank and everything. So it might be a little while before this actually is out of here, but this is definitely going to be the last video that you see the Passat in. So I got everything out that needs to come out. Everything else that's in here is part of the car. So all that, except for that red tube thing. And then it looks like there's a socket or something. Yeah, there's still a couple of things in here I need to take out, but pretty much the rest of this is all staying. These I need to take. Yeah, a bunch of random shit, but I still have stuff in the trunk that I need to get out, but the battery's dead, so the trunk won't open. So whenever they come to tow this, I'm gonna have them jump the battery so I can open the trunk and get the stuff in the trunk out. But man, this is depressing as fuck. I almost forgot the most important thing out of here, and that is, I get this damn door open. There's so much snow. This little guy. This little guy has been in every single one of my dailies. You see how dirty it is from when I was in the Jeep. But gotta take this with me and put it in Penny. But yeah, that's pretty much everything. I'm probably gonna come and take the headlights as soon as I can go to the shop and get the correct tools, because they're Torx bits to take them out, or else I'd take them right now. I don't have any Torx bits with me, sadly. So I lied, I did have the correct tools to take this out. So we have the headlights out. So we're keeping these because these are like $750. So we're gonna be reusing these on the new Passat when I eventually get one. Probably no time soon. Probably not until like late summer, I'm gonna guess. I don't even know. I don't even want to say anything, so I'm gonna jinx it. But yeah, so those are out. Now the only thing left to do is take whatever's out of the trunk. And yeah, I'm probably not gonna film that. This is probably gonna be the last time you're gonna be seeing the Passat, or this one at least. So say your farewells in the comments. And yeah, this has been a very depressing video. I've been having a lot of L's, but it's just like one of those things that I have to do to fix some of my many mistakes that I've made so far in my 20s. I need to get rid of this because it's just debt piling up and up and up. So yeah, this is where I'm going to be ending off today's video. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I will see you in the next one. Peace.